How you doing? It's just Stipe back again to do another supplement review. Today I've chosen to do a supplement review that I actually never thought I'd really be able to do, simply because I didn't think this product would be available where I'm at in Western Australia. I know it's a limited edition release. There's not that many batches of them, so I figured it's probably going to be specific just to the US, UK, and maybe certain parts of Europe, but not maybe in Australia. Or maybe if it was, it'd be Sydney, Melbourne. But luckily I was able to get my hands on it, and that is Apollon Nutrition's Double Impact. You got Robert right there. Now, if you're wondering why Apollon Nutrition would have another pre-workout supplement when they already have Hooligan and Assassin, and then on top of that they've got their steam-free bare knuckle. This was done because they essentially went, we've got Hooligan, which has, certain nootropic elements, pump elements, and it's like the clean, daily driver-esque, even though to me at one scoop that's too much as a daily driver, but nonetheless, that was the intention behind it. And then you've got Assassin as the steam junkie, once a week, fuck your shit up type of at full scoop pre-workout. But Assassin itself isn't really known for any of its pump elements. So what they essentially did is they went, you know what, why don't we fucking put these two motherfuckers together and just blow your brains out. And yeah, they came out with Double Impact. Now, on top of just adding everything together that each of the two individuals are missing with Hooligan and Assassin, they added in Nupept. Which is interesting because Nupept is quite an expensive ingredient, and you don't typically see it added in too many pre-workouts, and if they are, they're quite premier level pre-workouts, which, Hooligan and Assassin, if you look at their label, are as good as it gets. Everything's overloaded, everything's almost got too much ingredients. It's kind of amazing that they're even on the market for the price they're at. To me, especially a Hooligan, it's a 20-40 serving, but this is the only 20-40 serving pre-workout that I have where it's a legitimate 20-40 serving, and you can do 40 and be fine with it as a daily driver. But nonetheless, let's first talk about the flavor of Double Impact. Look, I'll be flat out honest with you. Hooligan's not good tasting, but it's not awful. Assassin is just flat out awful. This might be one of the most awful pre-workouts I've ever tried in my life. And anyone who tries to tell you otherwise is absolutely bullshitting you. I know that a lot of reviewers are quite friendly with Robix, so if they have tried this pineapple mango thing, they'll say, oh, it's drinkable. Yeah, okay, it's drinkable, but it is unfucking believably bad. It really is. I've tried this as well of maybe 5-6 of my friends that I've given them to try. A couple of them literally could not drink it. I had to put Diet Right in it. Now, I can drink it, but I've got the taste buds of a 95-year-old man, so who gives a shit about that? But even myself, if I do have this, I have it with some type of lemon Diet Right, just to actually make it edible. I don't really care about flavors all too much in pre-workouts if they're not a daily driver, but in general, you don't want it to taste rancid because it leaves that aftertaste while you're working out. All right. So what's the flavor like on Double Impact? I thought if this is bad, the Assassin and Hooligan's bad, this is going to be a combination of two fucking shit flavors to create the ultimate shit flavor of all time. But to my fucking surprise, it actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't good, this one, but it wasn't bad. It was like a really average cherry tart type of initial flavor, followed by a fair bit of bitterness. Now, I couldn't scull it. I mixed it with about 400 mils of water. I took 25 grams because I didn't want to try exactly the full dosage. It was not good, but it wasn't awful. It was better to me than probably. It's on the level of Hooligan, but I thought it'd be more, with Nupept and with every ingredient, I thought it'd be more of Assassin, if not worse. So yeah, that's actually quite an improvement. So bravo to them for doing that. Also bravo to them for the reasoning behind this product, because it is to support cancer research. Once again, that's an awesome thing. Love when companies get behind that. It's actually pretty much the reason I bought this, because it's an expensive pre-workout. But it's a cool thing that they're doing. So let's now look at the ingredients panel. Now, I've got it up here, the nutrition label, because I don't want to be staring at a tiny little fucking nutrition panel on the thingamajiggy. So if you see me looking up, I'm just looking up at the actual ingredients. It's super loaded. Usually I go into some type of detail. I'll try not to this time. You got L-citrulline, which is it's your most basic kind of nitric oxide pump ingredient element that you'll see in everything. You got 7 grams, which is a nice dosage. You got beta-alanine, the tingles. You got that at 3.5, which is slightly above clinical. That's all good. You got betaine anhydrous, an amino acid. It has a bunch of different benefits. Helps with performance in general. L-tyrosine, which is a mood elevation type of experience product. If I remember correctly, releases the dopamine in the body. That's at 200 milligrams. You got agmatine sulfate, which is my favorite pump ingredient. I just feel like you get these nasty tight pumps. You got DMAE, not to be confused with DMAA or DMHA. This is just a nootropic. It's primarily used for focus type of elements. You can really feel it though if you use it. Alpha GPC at 600 milligrams, one of my favorite ever ingredients, something I've been using for quite a while. You just feel really zoned in, and the thing that I noticed in alpha GPC and certain ingredients is it's like you have a different feeling with the weights in your hand. Like you can connect with them better, you can get a better pump in the muscle even though it's not a pump ingredient, it's a nootropic. You got beta phenylethylamine at 500 milligrams. Once again, just helps stack with the other mood elevating kind of experience products in there. You got theobromine at 300 milligrams. It's similar to caffeine. Just kind of gives you a nice energy boost. It's just used differently. It's not in the same strain as caffeine. And you got that 300 milligrams quite a bit. You got Himalayan pink salt at 250 milligrams. I love whenever they have that. I just feel better. I also tend to drink more water after I have a pre-workout with that in. I try to keep tabs of everything that happens with certain ingredients. And that one I do enjoy. It also does help with pumps. I mean, it's just a salt product in the end. Rhodiola rosea extract at 300 milligrams. Look, it helps with potentially with anxiety and can kind of help your mood as well. You got Elevate ATP, which, I mean, it's in the title itself. It just helps with ATP production. It's a performance booster essentially in the gym. You got estrogen, which is at 50 milligrams. It's quite a nice dosage. Estrogen is essentially just trying to shovel everything into the body in a more efficient manner. It just helps digest it. You got isopropanol, which is at 60 milligrams. It's just a variant of synephrine. Kind of helps with fat burning, helps with energy, helps with feeling warm. You got hordenine at 75 milligrams. Love hordenine. You really do feel like, I feel long-term energy from hordenine. That's what I feel like. It doesn't kick in straight away. It lasts for quite a while. And that's, I don't know, that's really just the way that I feel it from it. You got alpha yimbine at 2.5 milligrams. Alpha yimbine in its Roalscon here, which is to me a better version of it because it feels like there's less of a come down from it. But 2.5 could be a bit too much for some. My sweet spot is usually anywhere between 1 to 2, depending on the quality. But I didn't have really any problems with Assassin at full scoop. Though I had a friend take it and he was not in a good state after it, and that was at 0.75 of a scoop. So, take it with caution. If you've taken Assassin before, it feels exactly the same. And then you got caffeine anhydrous, 450 milligram, and decaffeine malate, 200 milligrams. You got your anhydrous, which is more of a kickstarter, quick in the gym type of energy. You walk in, you want to get shit done, and you got decaffeine malate, which is one of my favorites. It's a long-lasting caffeine. It's slow releasing. It's better when they combine two different sources because if you were to get 650 milligrams of anhydrous, it would just be too much. And even 450 for me with other elements like theobromine and decaffeine malate, you do feel overstimulated, but you wouldn't be taking this on a daily basis anyways. Then we got Araya Gerensis at 300 milligrams. I love Araya. Arise, like Arise Joannesis here in Australia is pretty much a stim junkie type of ingredient because we're not allowed to have DMHA or DMAA in anything. So I love it. It's meant to be a central nervous system kind of mood elevator, euphoric effect you get from it. It works really well in that sense. You got lion's mane extract, which is my favorite ingredient at 1 gram. Mental fatigue, overall mental health is shown in dementia patients, etc., to be able to fix certain problems. And then you got Nupep at 30 milligrams, which is another awesome ingredient. It's quite an expensive ingredient as well. It helps with kind of that euphoria feeling, and it feels like it spreads it out. Same with anxiety. Like you might feel very talkative when you take it. You might feel very loving, but it also can make you a little bit sleepy. All right, enough of that. How was the experience? So overall, to me, the experience on this was actually really, really nice. I took it, so this is just the first time review of it as well. I didn't take it 3-4 times because the reality is there's too many products. I can only take this once a week, if that. I took it with a friend. He took 19 grams. I took 25. The scoop itself is 27.89, I believe, which is fucking huge. But anyways, I almost took a full dosage. I took nearly 9/10 of a scoop. And what did I feel? I actually did feel really good on this. Really good on this. You get that initial kick of the beta, the caffeine, the standard process, and it's smooth. But then the longer you work out, it feels like the more of a benefit you get from this. The mood kind of euphoria elements of this pre-workout, the pump and everything come in right after that caffeine energy hit. And it goes for a long time, you want to keep working out. It gives you this smooth, I call it smooth aggression. It's not an in your face, oh my God, if anyone gets near my weights, I'm going to kill them. It's more like you just want to get shit done. The pumps are nice, like really, really nice. Even on legs, I could actually feel like that additional, because for legs, I never really take anything pump related because there's just no need. But doing this and then not doing it, you can tell the difference. And then I did a bit of shoulders with it as well. And lo and behold, yeah, you can fucking really notice a difference. I think its strong point is the consistent energy and the nootropic element from it. That's my favorite. You can really feel the Nupep. You just felt, after a while when it kicked in and some of the other ingredients kicked in, you really felt quite happy, quite euphoric, almost like you just had a big event you've been waiting to go to and you've been super excited by, and you're there. That feeling you'd get once you enter that event is almost the feeling I got when everything kicked in, all the nootropic elements. And it was really, really smooth. Who would I recommend this for? I would definitely not recommend this for somebody who's brand new to pre-workouts because my friend kind of struggled with it. He actually threw up, but I think it was something else related, not just this. I would recommend it for someone who's experienced and someone who wants what I would call a healthy, all-around stim experience. This isn't the best euphoric experience. This isn't the best energy experience, and it's not the best pump experience, but it's very good at everything. Like, it's very, very good at everything. This is one of those where if I'm looking for a stim junkie pre-workout and I don't know what to turn to, I think this will be the one I'll turn to because it just covers everything so well. And it does it in such a, to me, safe manner. Like, I didn't feel shit after this. I actually fell asleep like 3 hours after it. Had a great 1 hour nap, woke up and still felt super duper like happy and high, but in a nice way. There was no tapering off, no headache, no nothing, no weird jittery, none of that. All right, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you got anything else you would like for me to review, or if you have any questions on any Apollon products or any other products that I've reviewed in the past, feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to help. Peace out.